You are an explorer, looking for grand adventures no one else has ever experienced. You find yourself in a vast neon-colored forest, surrounded by towering trees that seem to glow with a strange, otherworldly light. As you take in the surreal surroundings, a pair of anthropomorphic rabbits, dressed in top hats and tails, emerge from behind a nearby tree, beckoning for you to follow them deeper into the neon forest. As you follow the rabbits through the twisting, turning trees, the neon light seems to swirl and dance around you like a kaleidoscope, casting strange shadows on the forest floor. You come across a clearing, filled with a group of sentient mushrooms, singing and dancing to an energetic tune. The rabbits lead you to the center of the gathering, where a towering neon-colored mushroom stands. The mushroom speaks in a booming melodic voice, inviting you to join in the festivities. You can't resist the infectious energy of the mushroom party, and soon find yourself dancing and singing along with the rest of the crowd. After you've danced your heart out, you feel compelled to kiss a random mushroom, just to see what happens. As you lean in to kiss the mushroom, it suddenly grows a set of lips and begins to passionately kiss you back, its cap glowing brighter and brighter as the kiss intensifies. You pull away from the mushroom, feeling a bit dazed and confused, as the rabbits lead you away from the clearing and deeper into the neon forest. As you follow the rabbits deeper into the neon forest, the trees become thinner, and the light becomes brighter until you reach a small hill. At the top of the hill, you see a group of neon-colored unicorns grazing on the grass, their horns glowing with an otherworldly energy. One of the unicorns suddenly turns its head and notices you, trotting over to you with a curious expression. As the unicorn approaches you, you notice that its fur glitters like 1,000 stars in the neon light, and its eyes seem to pierce through your very soul. The unicorn greets you with a gentle nudge, and you feel an overwhelming sense of peace wash over you as you stroke its glittering fur. As you bask in the unicorn's gentle presence, you suddenly hear a low growl emanating from the nearby bushes. You turn to face the source of the noise, only to see a massive, glowing purple bear emerge from the underbrush. The bear roars loudly, its purple fur shimmering in the neon light as it charges towards you, causing the ground to shake beneath your feet. You quickly jump onto the back of the unicorn, feeling its magical energy coursing through you as it takes off at a gallop, narrowly avoiding the charging bear. You ride on the back of the unicorn, watching as the neon-colored forest rushes past you in a blur of bright colors and fantastical shapes. As you ride on the back of the unicorn, you suddenly notice a group of neon-colored fairies hovering in the air around you, their wings beating in time with the unicorn's gallop. The fairies seem to be playing some sort of game, darting in and out of the unicorn's mane and tail, giggling and laughing as they go. You feel a sense of joy and wonder as you watch the fairies play, until you hear the sound of thunder in the distance. The unicorns begin to neigh and snort nervously, sensing the impending danger. The ground begins to quake, and suddenly the entire forest shatters, turning into a pile of colored shards and twisting trees and bushes. You find yourself falling through the void, the neon forest disappearing around you as you plummet towards an unknown destination. As you fall, strange images and sensations flash through your mind, like a fever dream come to life. You land with a thud on a soft, velvety surface, looking up to see a massive, glowing purple elephant looming over you. The elephant trumpets loudly, its glowing form casting an eerie light on the surreal landscape around you. The elephant speaks in a deep, rumbling voice, welcoming you to its domain, and offering to take you on a tour of its fantastical world. As you climb onto the back of the elephant, you feel a surge of excitement and anticipation, wondering what strange wonders you will encounter on this surreal journey. The elephant takes off at a leisurely pace, ambling through a landscape that seems to shift and change with every step. You see towering mountains made of candy floss, clouds that rain glitter, and lakes filled with rainbow-colored water. As you continue your journey, you come across a group of sentient clouds, floating lazily in the sky. The clouds seem to be engaged in a heated argument, their voices rising in volume as they debate some unknown issue. The elephant stops in front of the group of clouds, its trunk reaching out to touch one of the fluffy masses. The cloud recoils at first, but then seems to recognize the friendly gesture and settles down. The other clouds soon follow suit, and you watch in awe as the group of sentient clouds transform into a kaleidoscope of colors, each one pulsing with a unique energy. You feel a sense of wonder and amazement as you watch the clouds dance and swirl around you, their colors blending and merging in a mesmerizing display of beauty. As you watch the clouds, you suddenly feel a strange sensation in your chest, like a fluttering butterfly. You look down to see a small, iridescent butterfly emerging from your chest, its wings beating rapidly as it takes flight. The butterfly flutters around your head, leaving a trail of sparkling dust in its wake as it lands on the elephant's trunk. The elephant smiles at you, its eyes glowing with a warm, friendly light as the butterfly flutters around its trunk. As you continue on your journey with the glowing purple elephant, you come across a vast desert made entirely of shimmering jewels. The air is hot and dry, but the jewel sand feels cool and refreshing beneath your feet. You continue on your journey with the purple elephant, feeling a sense of childlike wonder at the fantastical sights and sounds around you. As you walk through the jewel desert, you suddenly hear a faint whispering in your ear. You turn to face the source of the whispering, but see nothing there. Suddenly, you feel a sharp pain in your side and look down to see a small jewel-encrusted scorpion clinging to your shirt. The scorpion glares at you with its beady eyes, its tail twitching menacingly as it prepares to strike. You quickly swat at the scorpion, but it disappears in a puff of glittering smoke, leaving behind a small jewel-encrusted key. You pick up the key, feeling its cool weight in your hand, as the purple elephant trumpets excitedly. The elephant nudges you with its trunk, gesturing for you to follow it towards a towering castle made entirely of gems and precious stones. As you approach the castle, you notice a group of jewel-encrusted knights standing guard at the entrance. The knights seem to be made entirely of precious stones, their armor glinting in the neon light. As you approach the knights, they suddenly draw their weapons and take a defensive stance, their eyes fixed on you. The elephant trumpets reassuringly, and the knights relax their stance, allowing you to pass through the gates. As you step inside the castle, you find yourself in a vast, cavernous hall filled with shimmering jewels and glittering treasures. You see a group of jewel-encrusted courtiers milling about, discussing politics and gossip in hushed tones. The courtiers pause in their conversations, turning their attention to you as you approach. They bow and curtsy respectfully, and one of them steps forward to address you. "You have been chosen, traveler," the courtier says, their voice echoing through the hall. "Chosen to embark on a quest of great importance, one that will require all of your wit and courage." The courtier hands you a map made of sparkling gemstones, pointing to a distant tower that glows with a pulsing neon light. "You must reach the tower and unlock its secrets," the courtier continues. "Only when you have done this will you gain entrance to the castle's inner sanctum and reveal the location of the coveted piece of paper. Now follow me, and we shall escort you to the inner chambers." As you follow the courtier through the winding corridors of the jewel-encrusted castle, you can't help but feel a sense of excitement and anticipation. The courtier leads you to a massive, ornate door made entirely of glittering gemstones, its surface covered in intricate runes and symbols. As you approach the door, it suddenly shimmers and fades away, revealing a dark, swirling vortex that seems to lead to another dimension. The courtier nods at you gravely, his eyes full of determination. You step forward, taking a deep breath, and plunge into the vortex. As you fall through the dark void, you feel a sense of exhilaration and fear, wondering what kind of strange world lies ahead. You land on a rocky, barren landscape, surrounded by towering mountains made of jagged black stone. The sky above you is a deep shade of purple, and the air is filled with a strange, acrid scent. You look around, trying to orient yourself in this new, surreal environment. As you take in your surroundings, you notice a figure approaching you from the distance. The figure is tall and slender, with skin as black as the mountains that surround you. The figure's eyes are like glowing embers, and its hair is made of writhing tendrils that seem to move of their own accord. The figure approaches you with slow, deliberate steps, its movements graceful and fluid. It speaks in a voice that seems to echo through the barren landscape, asking for your name and purpose. You introduce yourself to the figure, explaining that you are on a quest to find the piece of paper and unlock the secrets of the neon tower. The figure nods gravely, its eyes locked on yours. Suddenly, the ground beneath you begins to tremble, and a massive, shadowy figure emerges from the nearby mountains. The figure is made entirely of darkness, its form shifting and changing like a living shadow. The shadowy figure begins to move towards you, its movements fluid and graceful despite its immense size. As it gets closer, you can feel a sense of fear and unease creeping into your bones. The figure made of darkness looms over you, its eyes glowing with a fierce intensity. You feel a wave of panic wash over you, unsure of how to defend yourself against such a powerful adversary. Just as the shadowy figure is about to strike, the black-skinned figure steps forward, its hair writhing and twisting around it like a living serpent. The figure raises its hands, calling forth a blast of purple flame that engulfs the shadowy figure. The darkness shrieks and howls, writhing in agony as the flame consumes it. As the flames die down, the black-skinned figure turns to you, its eyes glowing with a fierce determination. "We must continue on our quest," it says, gesturing for you to follow. You follow the black-skinned figure through the barren landscape, feeling a sense of awe and gratitude towards your mysterious companion. As you walk, you notice strange shapes and forms emerging from the darkness, twisting and contorting like living nightmares. You feel a sense of dread creeping into your heart, wondering what kind of surreal horrors lie ahead. The black-skinned figure leads you towards a massive neon-colored tower that seems to pulse with an otherworldly energy. As you approach the tower, you notice a group of strange, otherworldly creatures emerging from its glowing walls. They seem to be made entirely of neon light, their forms shifting and changing with every passing moment. The creatures approach you with curious expressions, their neon forms casting a colorful glow on the barren landscape around you. They speak in a language you don't understand, but their gestures and expressions seem friendly enough. The black-skinned figure steps forward, communicating with the neon creatures in a language you can't comprehend. After a brief exchange, the creatures nod and scatter, disappearing back into the glowing walls of the tower. The black-skinned figure turns to you, a glint of excitement in its glowing eyes. "We have gained their trust," it says. "Now, we must enter the tower and unlock its secrets." As you step into the neon tower, you feel a sense of trepidation and excitement washing over you. The interior of the tower is a dizzying array of neon colors and strange, twisting shapes. You feel as though you are walking through a kaleidoscope, each step revealing a new pattern of pulsing light and shadow. As you climb the tower's twisting stairs, you hear a strange, hypnotic melody filling your ears. The melody seems to be emanating from the walls themselves, filling the tower with a sense of otherworldly energy. Suddenly, you come to a massive door made entirely of glowing neon light. The black-skinned figure steps forward, placing its hand on the door's surface. As the figure touches the door, the neon light intensifies, casting a bright glow on the surrounding area. The door slowly begins to open, revealing a vast, shimmering chamber that seems to stretch on for miles. You step into the chamber, feeling a sense of awe and wonder at the surreal environment. The walls of the chamber are made entirely of neon light, casting a pulsing, multicolored glow on everything around you. As you take in the strange and surreal surroundings, you notice a small, glowing piece of paper lying on a pedestal in the center of the chamber. You approach the pedestal cautiously, feeling a sense of anticipation and excitement building within you. The black-skinned figure stands by your side, its eyes glowing with a fierce intensity. As you reach out to take the piece of paper, you suddenly hear a loud rumbling from deep within the chamber. The walls begin to shake, and the floor beneath your feet starts to crack and crumble. You quickly grab the piece of paper, feeling its smooth texture and weight in your hands. As you turn to leave the chamber, you notice a massive neon-colored dragon emerging from the darkness, its eyes fixed on you with a fierce intensity. The dragon's scales shimmer in the pulsing neon light, and its wings stretch out to their full span, filling the chamber with a deafening roar. You feel a sense of fear and awe wash over you as the dragon charges towards you, its neon-colored claws flashing in the light. The black-skinned figure steps forward, raising its hands in a gesture of defiance. The figure conjures a blast of purple flame, sending it hurtling towards the charging dragon. The dragon lets out a deafening roar as the flames engulf its neon-colored form, writhing and twisting in agony. As the dragon falls to the ground defeated, you feel a sense of relief and accomplishment wash over you. You turn to the black-skinned figure, thanking them for their bravery and assistance. The figure smiles at you, its eyes glowing with a warm, friendly light. "It was my pleasure," it says. Suddenly, the neon-colored forest, the purple elephant, the black-skinned figure, and the dragon all fade away, leaving you standing in a plain white room. As you look around the empty room, you feel a sense of confusion and disorientation. You try to make sense of what just happened, wondering if it was all a dream or some kind of strange hallucination. As you stand in the White Room, trying to make sense of the surreal adventure you just experienced, you suddenly hear a voice speaking to you from a nearby speaker. "Congratulations, explorer." The voice echoes through the empty room, its tone warm and friendly. "You have completed your journey through the neon forest and have proven yourself worthy of unlocking the secrets of the piece of paper."